Welcome, YouTube friends and family, to today's edition of the Wellness Homesteader, where we are going to take a fall/Halloween decor tour of part of my home. So I hope that you will stay tuned and enjoy. So before we get started, you may notice I have a lot of decorations, and I have been collecting and using fall harvest Halloween decorations for years. So a lot of these things I may not even know where they came from, and then every year I try to add a little something new. So I apologize for the traffic noise, a little work traffic going on. It's a very foggy, humid morning, so starting to feel a little bit like fall here, even though we're reaching highs near the 80s. So let me reposition the camera, and I'm going to show you what I did with my front porch. So as you approach the front door, I do have my little Halloween flag, some Halloween solar lights. Now these I did get from Amazon, and if you notice, they mount upside down. Don't know why, but they're still cute and they still light up. My begonias still look very nice, so I just stuck my witchy legs right in there with the begonias, and I'm trying to let them dry out a little bit. About time for the summer flowers to be gone. Moving on up, we have our double walker, and the pillow and the blanket is for my little outdoor kitty, known as Pretty Kitty. And then I have my Hocus Pocus sign, lots of silk flowers. And for my grapevine tree, I just put on some colored lights, a garland, a little ghosty, sorry y'all, that I made. The topper is a witch hat. And then, oops, didn't notice this was turned around. So my banners for right now say trick or treat. It's October witches. And y'all, the glare is bad. You can't really see my stickum things. I can't think of what they're called. So got some rugs, some pumpkins, and then over here I have my witches parking, and these brooms light up. I got these years ago at Dollar Tree, so I can take down just the Halloween themed things and go more for like a harvest or fall or even Thanksgiving theme with just a little bit of adjustment. So moving on into the entryway, I think this is one of my favorite areas that I decorated. So these are actually from Dollar Tree, and I had a set and I bought a second set. They are battery operated, but I think they just add a little something. And then of course our fall trees, which I can leave up through Thanksgiving. I think those turned out so cute. Some Tussie Mussies. If you've been on my channel a while, you remember we made those last year. This witch's hat, I have had Frankie chew the top when he was a baby, and he was 14 now, so a long time. Of course, the table runner that I made, our Happy Halloween hat that we did together, that was made from paper towels and tin foil. A little reproduction pumpkin bucket, and a pillow that I've also had for years and years. And then I put some garlands here, C for Clark, and then a little bit of a boo sign. And when you flip this over, it says Happy Harvest. So this is the first floor powder room, and I just put up some festive decorations. Just a little scarf here, sign on the door. I love this Hello Pumpkin sign. I love the black and beige together with the hints of orange. Pumpkins we made, I think, 2 years ago on this channel. Over here, a Happy Halloween towel. Some soap products that are fall themed, and our fall themed air freshener. And of course, not to forget our trick-or-treat rug, and I'm not sure where this one came from either, but I think this adds like a real festive flair to this first floor restaurant. So before we do a tour of the remainder of the downstairs, I thought I'd pop upstairs and just show you a few touches that I've put in my bedroom. If you remember last year, we purchased this from the Goodwill and then changed the leaves to fall and added pumpkins and ghosts, and I've really enjoyed it. I just have it sitting on a stool here. And then of course, my bed. So I have had this comforter cover, oh my word, 15 years maybe, so very long time. I have my witchy pillow, a little bit of garland across the top here, and then of course I have my pumpkin sheets, which I will share. They do glow in the dark. These do, the little faces do. So a little bit of fun. Over here, I just added some whimsical touches, a light up pumpkin, some garland, some other pumpkins, a little pumpkin here. And I thought that box was super cute. I had some slippers that came in there. So yeah, lots of fun. A little comforter if I want to just lay on the top of the bed. And of course a little bucket that says, "Welcome to our pumpkin patch." So out of all the decor, of course, I enjoy the kitchen and the great room the most. So starting over here, these little lanterns, which do light up if you put batteries in them, came from the Dollar Tree. A couple years ago, I think they might still have them, but they are so vintage looking. I just love them. This little pumpkin face fella I got from a crafty person. So I did not make that, but super cute. For my island in the kitchen, I have this adorable vintage style garland. And guys, I think I got this from Temu, but I don't remember. I've had it for a while. So then I just pulled out all of my cat things. So I have a little kitty pumpkin, and I do have a candle in that. This pumpkin actually lights up beautifully. It is a Bath and Body Works candle holder. The Happy Halloween sign came from Dollar General a few years ago. These I've had for years. Don't really know where they came from. Crocheted spider cupcake. A little noisemaker we made last year. Some pottery things. We made this year in our little shelf sitters. And this is actually a vintage Avon bottle, as is this one. Ooh. And then this is old, and I got it from a craft store years ago. So nothing really new here except a few things I've created, but creates a lot of festive fun. Over here on the stove, of course, I had to pull out my QVC Bootyful. Isn't this adorable? Pottery pieces, a little spooky spoon rest, some towels that say trick or treat and boo, etc. My coffee station with a Ray Dunn mug. This, I think, came from Walmart last year. Some sprinkles, a cute little coffee station sign, my little pumpkin dispenser here that I use when I entertain. And then of course y'all remember us doing the window, but I've added these fun mugs. Now I've had these for quite a while. I forget who makes them, but they are super expensive now, and I've just acquired them over the years. Don't forget our Halloween countdown, and of course our fall curtains, which can stay up until Christmas decor time. Here I have a tray. Don't remember where it came from, but it's really pretty. It is sort of a witch and cat theme. And then of course I have my kitty cat scrub brush that I think came from the Dollar General. A few little extra fall touches that can just stay up through Thanksgiving. The fall table runner that I made. This came from Temu. And this, guys, is a Lazy Susan that also came from QVC. Here, this will stay out through Thanksgiving, is a squirrel themed cookie jar. And this came from World Market, and it is new to me this year. So moving on to the eating area, same curtains, a little more of the window clings. We made this pizza peel last year, and so brought it out again this year. This is a really cool item. It is a Halloween puzzle, but it's an advent calendar. So each day has, I don't know if I can open it with one hand. It has a little box with a number on it. And when you get it all together, by Halloween, you'll have the puzzle. The penny rug I made, another Bath & Body Works candle holder of a spooky pumpkin. I have so much fun setting the table with kind of a mix of vintage and current things. This is a vintage tablecloth. It will stay through Thanksgiving, but I have some vintage Halloween tablecloths, so I'm going to be changing this out. These I got from Walmart a couple years ago for a whopping 50 cents. The glasses came from the thrift store. I'm missing one of my salt and pepper shakers. Couldn't find it. I'm sure it's around. Vintage style napkins. This is a table runner that is insulated that I made. Some really cute candles. This Stay a Spell poster, I guess you would call it, is a Dollar Tree item, new to me this year. A vintage golden vase with just some different floral picks in it. And then this is so much fun. If y'all remember, I looked at this picture for like months, probably over a year, and I finally went back and made an offer. And then I found these glasses that are very similar. I just love that whole vintage vibe that kind of takes me back to a pleasant time in childhood. And before I forget, I finally changed out my wreaths. We made this on a video a couple years ago. I just love it. I did add the little witch hat from Dollar Tree this year. And then moving over to the pantry door, I put a plain autumn wreath, but I just love the colors in this, and it can stay up through Thanksgiving. This always takes me quite a while to get decorated, but it is truly one of the funnest areas that I enjoy looking at. So I have some little Halloween, these are ceramic plates, some little bowls that I think are part of the Beautiful collection, lots of Ray Dunn mugs with the toppers. And again, guys, these have gotten so pricey, but I've had mine for many years. These are Debbie Mum. I've also had for many years. Up here, just some more Ray Dunn, some more Debbie Mum, a vintage little bowl, some mushroom things because that says fall to me. And then up here, a Debbie Mum teapot, and then just some little crocks. Down here, of course, we have a little dipping station. You could do like a caramel apple bar, little glass pumpkin over here. So yeah, lots of fun with also getting a little smelly diffusion fall scent going on in the house. One fun area here is my couch and my ottoman. And of course I made this quilt and I just love it. It's whimsical. The prints kind of are vintage. And then I changed out my pillow covers, and on the back of the couch is actually a tablecloth, but it matches the pillows so well, I thought I would just add it in. To wrap up the tour, I have my two ghost friends that Frankie loves, a little Halloween tree, a light up, kind of a diffuser for wax melts in a pumpkin shape, little pumpkin pillow, excuse my oxygen concentrator, and then I've brought out some of my heavier comforters and things that I like to curl up with. Yeah, so that's it for this year's Halloween decorations. So I want to thank you all for coming along with me for my tour today. And also, guys, I know I'm terribly short of breath. A little update. I went yesterday for my oncology appointment. I still have some pretty significant pneumonitis. Did not get my immunotherapy. My steroids have been extended for another 4 weeks before I will go back. And my chemo port got clogged up. So I had 4 rounds of a clot buster put into my port rather than to just schedule me for a surgical replacement. And on the 4th and final try, because they can only do it for 2 hours before the drug is ineffective, it came unclogged. So praise the Lord for that. And I won't have to get a new port. The shortness of breath, guys, is just something that I'm going to have to deal with. I did not want to use my oxygen during the video. Maybe I should have, because it does make a lot of noise, especially the concentrator. But I'm really glad that you were here today. I am still planning on the gift boxes. I am still working on all of that. I just have to pace myself a little bit. So, plan to see you all very soon. If you do me a big favor, go ahead and smash that like button. Drop me a comment below. What's your favorite decoration in my house? Could be fall, could be Halloween. I would love to know and hear your opinion. So I will see you very soon, but until then, be healthy, be well, be blessed, and take care.